Friends, a person needs to put in some effort to become a divine being. Those efforts are known as Jivan Sadhana or life coaching. Sadhana is the process of refining something which is unrefined or raw. Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya. Sadhana means to tame and train life. Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya. Book title: Jivan Sadhana Kare, Devta Bane. Practice Jivan Sadhana and become a divine being. Book introduction. Jivan Sadhana is a holistic approach to life coaching that involves constant incremental improvement in virtues, actions, thinking, emotions, habits, nature, conduct, character, and other elements of life. This book is one of the many addresses delivered by the author. He begins with a reminder about human life having infinite potential that can make a person become a living god if he or she embarks on and continue the journey of Jivan Sadhana to realize them. A common person may feel the destination to be beyond his or her reach, as a very few and far between have managed to accomplish it. The author allays the fear by introducing the concept of sadhana in simple terms using some widely prevalent similes. He gives his own example of carrying out a 1-hour study daily with regularity and continuity for the last 55 years, which made him an expert in so many diverse subjects and enabled him to author thousands of titles. The author details 5 simple precepts one can implement in life to transform an ordinary life into an extraordinary one. Create your own distinct world to help your self-development without being adversely affected by the widespread regressive tendencies of the outside world. Bring in worthy transformation in desires, ambitions, and outlook by weeding out the unnecessary elements. The practical ways of implementing the motto of work is worship to be a true karma yogi include appreciating the value of time, potential, and capabilities and managing them properly and efficiently. To have a proper spiritual outlook in the sense that the human life is made of 2 elements or partners, namely the body and the soul, both deserving equal attention and care. Spiritual life demands that we appreciate the debt we owe to society and pay it back by utilizing a part of our time and earned resources to help others. Few excerpts from the book. Friends, making life cultured is indeed a huge task. Our behavior and thinking should change. Our thinking should be cultured and our behavior should be civilized. When we make our behavior civilized, we become highly cultured. Instilling decency, politeness, and goodness into our behavior is called civilization. We refine our life through such civilization. What does culture mean? Culture represents the way of thinking, sentiments, and viewpoints. It will be brilliant if our outlook keeps getting refined day by day. I have heard that people do sadhana of deities, or in other words, show adoration of deities, and they would become prosperous. My children, who are those deities? They are our virtues and our courage. A person could do miracles when he or she instills in his life sadhana or life coaching to make it incrementally better, as well as orderliness, regularity, and virtuousness. Friends, you need to create your own world wherein you can obtain advice from great people and follow them. Do not seek advice from selfish people. You should only help them. Wherever you find men and women of great character, you should listen to them and follow their teachings, messages, and instructions. If you do so, the great world of saints, sages, wise people, and ascetics will keep advising and helping you making you move forward and excel, and thus help progress on the path of Jivan Sadhana that can transform a person into a divine being. After explaining the widely prevalent crowd mentality among the masses, the author gives the following advice. You should give advice to these sick people, vulnerable to crowd mentality, take care of them and help them, but do not ever follow what they say, or else you will not be able to treat them for their ailment, and you will not be able to be their doctor. You should keep your thinking, beliefs, dedication, conviction, and determination entirely distinct from theirs. Friends, the first teaching is to create your own separate world and happily live within it. You should live in a military camp, go to frontiers to fight, and return to the base camp. You should live in a cave, go to the forest to collect firewood, and return to your cave. Friends, if you make such a cave or a personal space, it will become possible for you to lead a spiritual life and take some important decisions and some important steps. Otherwise, you will only be living in a world of fantasy, dreaming about becoming a saint or doing something, but in reality, you would not be able to do anything worthwhile. The customs, ways, predispositions, and the nature of the world you live in will continue to influence you, so much so that they will not let you move even a step forward. My child, run away from the outside world and enter the cave. Which cave? The cave of your mind, which I had told you before. Create such a cave in your mind, establish a world in your mind full of great people, the best ethics, and the best teachings. If you can do this much, you could assume that your distinct world is established. Living within that world of your own, you will be capable of fighting the outside world as well as with worldly bondages. Then you can serve people, give them love and help, and guide them. You don't need to follow their guidance. Give them the best guidance and the best education. My child, anyone who can do so, this first teaching among the 5 precepts will help him or her to take a step ahead on the journey of becoming a divinity. Our life is in fact very easy and straightforward, provided we affix our aspirations to truth, justice, simplicity, and principles. Then there can be no difficulty. Then we can live life in peace. Our wishes can be fulfilled in seconds. If you restrict yourself only to fulfilling the essential requirements, then 80% of your problems will be over. A karma yogi is a person who focuses on the present. He or she devotes all understanding, cleverness, intelligence, and effort to making his duty and actions better. There is a motto of work is worship, or doing a work believing it to be a worship of God. It is advocated so that a person would do his work honestly and responsibly. Work doesn't mean only putting in the effort. When honesty, responsibility, keenness, beauty, total involvement, readiness, enthusiasm, passion, precision, and love are instilled in whatever we do, even an ordinary task will become an extraordinary one. Such an extraordinary action is known as Karma Yoga. Friends, if at all you wish to live an excellent life and move forward in the direction of achieving divinity, you will have to do one thing. Your shop has 2 partners. You need to take care of their equal share. None of them should pay a trick on other. Both must get their fair share. Your life shop also has 2 partners. Who are they? One is the body and other is the soul. One makes the structure and the other is the driving force. You should give both of them an equal share of any profit you may earn throughout your life. Few topics covered in the book. Jivan Sadhana or life coaching, the 5 precepts of Jivan Sadhana, creating your own distinct world, managing desires and ambitions, being a karma yogi, managing two indispensable resources, time and money, spiritual outlook, and being a community person.